Welcome back to the show, everyone. It's a pleasure for me to welcome these gentlemen onto the show right now. I thought I had them on my old show, and I was embarrassed to find out that I didn't. The Bollywood Boyz, Marvin Gerb, Sierra. Gentlemen,
Yes, sir.
Finally, we're here.
Thank
it's
you.
a pleasure to have you guys on.
Yeah, no, it took a while. We're here.
Yeah.
We're ready to chat.
I'm going to do my best not to talk over because we got 4 people in the room
It's all
here.
good.
So, anyways, man. Hey, first things first. You guys were amongst the talent that was released recently, and I know that it sucks, but man, I'm excited. Like, honestly, to see what you guys do, because you have so much to offer the pro wrestling industry. And just based on what we got to see of you in WWE. So, man, there's a whole wide-ass business worldwide ready for you guys, man.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see what you guys bring to it.
I know we're excited too, and it's funny because when we both got the call, we normally on our days off we go train at the local gym here in the local ring, and literally we both got the call that we were fired from our job as we were pulling up to in-ring training, and we looked at each other like what a way to go out. Here we are on our day off training, about to roll around and break a sweat, and we both lost our drive. At first we were both like, are we gonna practice? Are we gonna train? But we're like, fuck it, let's just keep going.
Yeah. I mean, to your point, Sean, like losing your job sucks. Any job, like obviously it sucks the wind out of you, but there was a sense of relief. You know what I mean? Like I don't think we fully realize the potential. It's one thing if you feel like you've had a run or you've gone after tag titles. I feel like we were on the cusp of it when we were down in 205. Like we were just staying ready and we were booked. I think we worked every week, maybe minus a couple of weeks in the last year. And so we were ready. We're ready. And that's why there's that relief. We're like, okay, like we haven't fully realized that potential. Gerf.
Yeah, man. Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying there were so many creative ideas. Like as far as the shtick that we were doing, the whole Bollywood Boyz, we're like, man, you got an untapped market of like over 1 billion people, and there's so many video vignettes that we could have done, and we were pitching, and we had patience. We're like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, but sure enough, now it'll happen maybe outside the WWE. You know what I'm saying? So we're excited. We're damn stoked.
Yeah, man, me too. And the thing is, man, is I understand the frustration of showing up to work, man, ready to go, ready to contribute, ready to be a huge part of the show, and they got nothing for you, man. Yet every time I saw you, you guys had amazing. You just the attitude, man. Like you had the positive attitude, and it was infectious, man. And so like. Hats off to you guys,
man. We were always like, just maximize the minutes that we get, no matter what it is, no matter what's thrown at our way. We're gonna go out there, and you can't stop talent from rising to the top. And it's funny, just 3 weeks ago, we were at the PC just before TVs. We were talking to Shawn Michaels, and Shawn was having a conversation with us, and he's like, you know what? Sometimes, and this is just him just spitballing like 3 weeks prior to all this happening. He's like, sometimes it's okay to step away, go get better, or just go get over elsewhere, and then make them realize, hey, you know what? You guys dropped the ball here. So that's where we're at now. We're like, okay, now it's time for us to really go shine and see what we can do.
I feel like, honestly, like when that phone came, there was no regrets because we never stopped pitching. But you have to find that fine line of being annoying and being creative and ready. And we knew that fine line where every often then we'd be like, hey, what about this? Or, okay, cool. No, but we're booked. We'll wrestle, which is huge. Showing up and being booked is a big thing instead of showing up and just waiting around. So, and staying motivated that's something you have to work on because most people don't realize in this job, it's like, it's hard, like showing up and not doing anything, but yet you got to go to the gym. You got to have a good mental attitude. You got to stay in ring shape, but then you fly across country and you're not wrestling, but then you have to go back and keep ready, man. And that's so hard sometimes to keep doing it, but we did it.
And especially, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, no, I was just going to say, especially we told creative, they're like, hey, because you guys fly from Vancouver, do you guys want to be brought in every week, regardless of whether you're doing something or not? We're like, fuck yeah, like bring us in, man. Like we'll fly in from Vancouver, from one end of the continent to the next continent, just so we can just do a promo, do a vignette, get booked last minute, just make the most of anything that we get. And that's the mindset we had for the 5 years we were down there.
Man.
So, hey, man, so as you're talking to me, like even before we started recording or whatever, and just like over, DMs and stuff.
Right.
Talking about flying back and forth from Vancouver to wherever, TV for quite a while now down in Florida. There's not a whole lot of flights that are longer than that.
Nope,
is what I'm saying. And man, I remember when I first started in WWE and we were on the road 300 days a year, and Brett and Owen, they loved Calgary so much that they continued to live there throughout their entire run, man. And when you got like 3 days off, that's a whole day of your 3 days off traveling.
Yeah.
So you really gotta love it, man.
And right now, during a pandemic, right now there aren't many flights that are going out to Florida, and like we were getting stuck in Dallas or like wherever, Chicago, connections, right? And we were calling travel all the time. And I kid you not, brother and I, 2 weeks ago we were stuck in Dallas, and flights were canceled. We were like, you know what? We'll drive to freaking Florida, and it was like a 17-hour drive or something. But it was the weather was so bad, it was just not worth it. But the idea was there, and we were like about to pick up a rental, just drive down 17 hours. And being Canadians, geographically, it's such a big country that people forget that we were driving on the Indies like 12 years prior to WWE from like Vancouver to Calgary, which is like a 16-hour drive, and then we were doing these tours up in northern Manitoba, which were like 24-hour drives from where we were. And I'm sure you've heard about the Hell tours that Edge and Christian used to do, and we used to
the Winnipeg tours,
Northern Death Tours,
Northern Death Tours,
the Tony Condello Death Tour,
Condello,
man,
man, right there, So we did those tours. So like for us, these highways, man, it's a breeze. We could do 17 hours, no problem.
I mean, sum it up, it's like, I think for the last year, it was every day was like every time we traveled for a show was like about a 19-hour travel. Right. It was just with the connections but man, I mean, we would go down sometimes and just film something for our social media and go back, but like we never wanted to just be like, we'll sit home. I mean, those travels were brutal, but we wanted to maximize it.
Hey man, you didn't give them any extra reason not to try to come up with something for you, correct?
No. We were like, bring us down no matter what. You give us like a 7-minute segment, a 12-minute segment, we'll be ready to go. Even if you do. So the days we were showing up to TVs, we weren't doing anything. Guess what? Across the street, they got the new PC lined up and ready to go. We would grab our boots, grab our knee pads, and we'd be rolling in the ring on the day of TV. Nice. We're like, you know what? Let's just get a workout in. TG and Natty got a school down in Tampa. We drive down to Tampa and start working out with them. So there was always these like, just stay ready. Don't get caught with your fucking, in your hand. You know what I'm saying? So
man,
we just wanted to be ready.